At what point do we start to ask the question, why have we only been able to find one defenseman who can play with Morgan Rielly?
So what's the implication here?
Right.
I don't know.
What are you accusing my client of?
I like Morgan Rielly a lot. So let me just say that. I don't even mind the contract anymore. The guy scored 72 points in a season, whatever. His defensive impacts are bad if you look at some of the stats. But you know what? His offensive impacts are incredible. So it all kind of it's all out in the wash.
That's
right?
why him and Sandin aren't a match.
Well, so that was weird. But to be fair to Morgan Rielly, 90% of the people they've paired him with were never going to be good anyway.
Yeah.
But
listen,
what are you saying?
So elite players make other players around them better. See?
I understand what you're saying.
And I love Morgan Rielly. But it is limiting when you can't bring, like if you had Victor Hedman in that spot, and I know Victor Hedman's the most outsized, ridiculous example because he's one of the best defensemen in the league. One of the best defensemen ever. If you put Sandin with him, you would expect that Sandin will play okay. There's very few disasters when Victor Hedman is on the ice. That was a disaster, those two.
Adam, you're a history buff.
Okay.
It's mostly to do with the last few hundred years. But what of the Spartans do you know?
What do you mean?
Well, I saw a movie where the people that they fought rode rhinoceroses, so I choose to believe that's true.
Okay, you believe the movie?
And
the
yes,
300 movie?
that's
Yeah,
what
okay.
happened. No, but this is real. This part is real about the Spartans. Outside of the helmet, and I'm pretty sure the cape was fake, what were the two pieces of equipment they carried into battle?
Spear and shield.
Spear and shield. The Rielly-Sandin pairing is two spears.
So they were pikemen.
It's not good for the phalanx.
Okay.
Rielly spear, Brody shield.
Right.
That's how it works. And
why did they try this then?
To see if two spears works.
It's also it's an opportunity to try it
because it's Buffalo.
You think Buffalo
easy 2 points.
Yeah,
just Buffalo.
Yeah, you'd think there's because you have to try an NHL game eventually.
Right. Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna try something, and they thought Buffalo was the opportunity.
Yeah. What? Okay. Who are we taking on tonight? The Buffalo Sabres, sire. Ah, well, they came armed with blunt sticks and pebbles and fists. Surely we can test out the two-spear technique against the Buffalo Sabres. And they lost.
Oh, no. Here comes a man named Tage.
Yeah, like, who is? That he looks ridiculous.
He's crazy.
Like,
he's insane right now.
He's always had the physical capabilities to do it. He just never put... It's like Pierre Engvall.
You ever played...
Tage Thompson is what you want. If Pierre Engvall can be 50% of Tage Thompson.
It's playing Threes Eliminator online in NHL 22, and you discover that their center is an Enforcer D, and you're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah. He was Tage was also a winger for the first 4 years that he was in the NHL, and they're like, all right, switch over, move over slightly, and now he's center, and he's unbelievable.
He was trying to, and he's also trying to break into the Blues team that had who at center? They had Bozak, they had Ryan O'Reilly, and they had another one.
He was part of the Ryan O'Reilly trade.
Oh, sorry, yes, but he was still trying to break into that Blues line, which
they had
thick.
a lot. They had a lot. And, and then he was on the Buffalo Sabres, and they had very little. So they were in the wrong direction. But listen, this isn't how every pair works. It would help if Rielly was... Some defensemen are the spear and the shield.
Yeah, and those defensemen make $10 million a year.
Yeah. He's not that.
He's the spear.
But he's got one of the best spears in the entire league.
Without question.
And they learned. They learned. Adam, you don't live, or you don't learn, you live. Or however, whatever it is.
Nope.
You know? Is that not how it goes? No? Sometimes you're the spear and sometimes you're the shield.
There you go.
That's better.
Except
for when you're Morgan Rielly, when you're always very definitely the spear.
Yeah, he's the spear. And I like, if you're... Like, do you even get mad at him in the video session? You're like, listen, I don't know why you got mad at me for doing spear things.
I'm the spear man.
I'm the spear guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you take away my shield?
And I think the Leafs understand that now, especially.
So I guess maybe they were trying to, like, if we have to in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is an improvement. I mean, a few years ago, his shield was 38.
Yeah, and A few years ago, the Leafs wouldn't try anything. So when the slightest thing went wrong, they couldn't adjust to things.
They're trying stuff. And, like, to me, this is Sheldon Keefe. Babcock did things despite Kyle Dubas.
Yes, he absolutely did.
He did.
Bold statement.
Fine, I'm going to put stupid fucking Nick Petan at stupid fucking center, and I'm going to watch it stupid fucking fail. It's like he threw a game despite his GM.
And then Nick Petan ended his career.
And then, hilariously. But that game against the Canucks, I still remember it. The Nick Petan was at center, fourth line center. He was a principal part of the Leafs blowing, I believe it was a 2-0 lead. The Leafs had not lost a game that season where they led going into the third period, and they lost that one. And Josh Levo got, I believe, the game-tying goal. Fuck! So, Sheldon Keefe, recently, kind of been doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, with his lineup decision, I'm sure it's a collaborative effort with him and Dubas. So, I'm sure it's less him spiting him, and it's more, well, what if we tried this? And what if we tried that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the old ice cream conversation with me. It's I'm at summer camp again. For those of you who haven't heard the story, the Dickie D man, the ice cream man, would come to my summer camp every day just before our parents came to pick us up. The chocolate baseball glove with a bubblegum baseball was $2 flat. $2 flat.
So good.
And I'd rummage through my pockets, and I would have $1.50. And I would put the loonie on the bottom and a couple quarters, or, maybe the next day it'd be a bunch of nickels and dimes, and I would, no matter how I arranged the $1.50, I couldn't make it $2. The Leafs defense is $1.50. And for the last few weeks, Sheldon Keefe has been going, okay, I'll put Liljegren here and Hall here and this, that. But it's like that, but if I lost the $1.
Because Jake Muzzin?
Because Jake Muzzin's out. So now I got 50. So
because Riley Brody's been great all year.
Yeah. What he's doing with his they're learning. And what they're learning is fuck. Well, that's what they're learning.
And before they make a trade, they may as well learn.
They may as well learn. The one thing Keefe has been doing where I'm like, what on earth is the point of any of this, is playing Nick Robertson like 4 seconds a game. And I was reading on Jonas Siegel's Twitter account that supposedly he's going to play with JT and Willie tonight.
Oh, fun. You may as well try.
Tomorrow. Sorry. So we'll see how that goes.
The Rielly Sandin thing, as much as I wanted to be in the arena and boo the team because of Sandin's play and the rest of the team's play and their lack of effort, I'm happy they tried it at this point, at this junction.
Sure.
Because going back to what you were just saying about Babcock, I remember a Mike Babcock team that was on the verge of elimination, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the playoffs, he decides, hey, tonight's the night I'm going to try our left winger, William Nylander, at center. And that's the first time all year I'm going to try this new thing out.
Sheldon Keefe did the same thing.
This is the time for this. And I'm happy that they're doing it now, and we're not waiting until Game 5 of the elimination, Game 7, that we're trying these new things out. It didn't make sense. Now's the time. Do it and fail. So in the playoffs, you know what works and what doesn't. We're not trying Rielly Sandin for the first time in Game 6 of the playoffs versus Boston.
Yeah, Game 5 against the Blue Jackets even, and this was Keefe. All right. So we had a miraculous comeback in Game 4. We don't even deserve to be here, but we're here. What should we do? Well, we appear to be having a hard time scoring at 5-on-5. Oh, yeah, that's right. When was our last 5-on-5 goal? That would be Game 3 when we had a 3-0 lead. Oh, okay. Who scored that goal? It was Nick Robertson, sir. Okay, cool. Well, what we're going to do is scratch him for a guy who hasn't played in many months. That's what they did. They scratched Robertson for Andreas Janssen. Boo. Boo tomato. They should have never done that.